All right. So, hello. This is our third episode of the podcast, Playing with Personality.
Yippee!
Yippee! Um,
Yippee!
my name is Emilio Martinez, and this is my co-host,
John Moses Rodriguez.
Moses Rodriguez.
Moses Rodriguez. I still can't believe I feel like I mentioned my last name a lot more than like in my head I mentioned it a lot more than other people seem to like have heard it.
Yeah,
Not a
it's
lot of
pretty.
people who know that my middle name is like Moses. I
That's
bring it up, they're like, "Oh
crazy.
my god." But before we start or
Uh huh.
bring up the next topic, how have you been?
Um, how have I been? Like with what?
Just in
Like
general.
everything?
How's life been?
That's a good question. That's a good, yeah. I think I've been good. Last time, I think I was not doing as good because like I was supposed to move out and now I'm not. But I think I'm starting to adapt to it. Um, but yeah, the tough part is finding a job. And I could definitely find jobs. Like there's definitely positions that could work, but then maybe I look into it more and then something about it's not good. Like maybe it's too far. But yeah, I've been working on it. I've been working on it. That's kind of the believe it or not, like my mental health like really is affected by this kind of thing. So I'm hoping I can figure something out soon. But
Hmm.
that's just me. What about you?
I things have been oddly good.
Okay. What do you
Like
mean? What do you mean oddly?
I don't know how to explain. I feel like some people might know this
Yeah.
feeling of like when like things are going well and you're like, this is odd. I'm waiting. Like I don't know. I feel like I'm expecting things to go wrong most of the time. So when things go well, I get suspicious and I
That's yeah.
like and I don't know, it's scary sometimes to like think to myself like, oh, like I'm in a good position right now. And it's kind of those things where it's like, oh, people don't like being in relationships because of the fear of breaking up in that relationship, where it's like, I'm scared to do good in life because that means that it can go bad eventually. Um
I get that. Actually, I do get that. Um, I totally do. I actually feel like I even said the same thing about like 4 months ago. Um, and then I mean, in my case, it's different because I feel like I naturally just fell into a slump just because of like post graduation can be tricky immediately right after.
yeah.
But like I think I do get that kind of state of mind of kind of just like something's got to happen
Yeah.
to bring
I
me
don't know.
down.
It's like I mean my all of my classes like they sat in my schedule really well. I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but I got a new job.
Oh, wait,
Did I
what?
mention this? I got a new job.
At Target?
No, wait, I didn't realize I didn't tell you this.
No.
Um, I got a new job as the assistant laboratory technician
Oh
at my
shoot.
school. So it's a big boy job. I'm excited.
Do you get paid?
It's yes, it
You get
is
paid big boy bucks.
1690. Yeah, it's
1690.
20 yeah, 1690, 20 hours a week. It's on campus. It works out perfectly.
I think that yeah,
And
okay, that is really good because one could argue that it's minimum wage adjacent, but it's also like good work that's gonna further your career, and it,
mm,
it being like right there, like you're already not even commuting, you're already there. That's huge.
yeah. So I'm really hyped about it. And it was at a time where I was like I was talking to my not my counselor, it's more of like a no, I guess counselor, but I was talking to him and I was like, "Oh, like I don't know, I'm a little stressed just cuz money is really tight right now and I'm, getting ready for the school year." And I was like, "Oh, I saw this position. I was wondering if you can help me out." He literally on the spot called the person who like was offering the position, and they were like, "Yeah, just email me." I emailed them day of or the next day. I had an interview. The day of, they were like, "Hey, so we want you to work for us. Um,
Wow.
just meet with us next week, and then we'll get all the paperwork ready." And I was really excited about it. And I everything is fallen into place. Now it's up to me to keep running with it. So we'll see.
But yeah, huge. I am proud. I'm proud. Yeah, I didn't even know about that, but that's great.
Yeah.
I think,
Live Milo reaction.
yeah, let's hope that it's not like too tiring on you. That's like the only negative thing that could come from this at this point I can see. But I also think you're pretty resilient, anyways, so you should be good.
Yeah. I take pride in my ability to take on a large workload.
I
Um,
mean, as long as you're not breaking your back.
um, physically or mentally?
Both. Literally both.
Both.
I know you put a lot of things in that backpack of yours.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna go on a hike tomorrow. I'm so excited. But
Oh,
I want to do 50 pounds. We'll see how it goes.
50 pounds.
Yeah, I don't even know if my backpack can handle it, but we'll see.
That's crazy.
But yeah, anyways, personality test.
Yes, so introduce what we're doing this week. I feel like the first and second one were kind of like my ideas, so this is yours. So what do we got?
Okay, so I don't know if you guys knew this, but I'm starting school. um, unfortunately, Milo's already graduated and done with it.
Recently.
But yeah, but I personally am gonna keep going to school for a while. I thought it'd be a good idea for all the people who are starting school again to kind of either do this with us or kind of experience this with us. Our first test is going to be a which school subject are you?
Okay, yeah, so we're gonna go right into it. Gotta put in your name. I don't really think it matters. My
It's
cat.
I think we've done this website for a quiz.
Yeah, we have.
We have, okay.
My cat is right here. I want to. Oh, never mind. I wanted a meow for the stream, for the pod,
Oh,
but she's gone now.
if we recorded this later, we would get a meow from my cat.
It's okay.
She did, yeah. She had like around 9-ish is when she's like, "Hey, I want to go to sleep now. Can you lay down?" And I go to sleep.
Interesting.
Anyways,
But yeah, so the first. What is your first question? I want to know if we're on the same page.
mine is pick a vibe.
Okay, we had the same one.
Okay.
So yeah, I think I'm going to choose. I was already kind of looking at it. I'm gonna choose Discord dark theme, digital art, monochrome outfits. Actually no, I feel like all of these are pretty like not me, but I'm gonna go for it. Cloudy skies. No, you know what? I'm changing my mind. My vibe is sunrises. No, shoot. Okay, these all don't work. I'm going with Discord dark theme.
They're so odd. I just like reading them. It's like they're so specific or so like out there. Also, something that caught my eye: birthday party soda. Excuse me, what?
Birthday party. Well, birthday party soda is like a vibe.
Is that a? That's a vibe?
Well, yeah, of course. What do you mean?
What?
Yeah, that's a vibe.
What does that mean?
It means like when you have soda at the party. It's like different from when you have soda at your own house.
What? That makes no sense to me.
I say this as someone who's had probably 2 cans of soda in my life because I hate it. Big soda hater here.
Really, I love soda. I go crazy. I go crazy for Dr. Pepper and Sprite.
The other day, Gio was over at my house and he wanted soda. I was like, yeah, sure, I got one. And then he came and got a second one. And then before he left, he's like, can I have another one? And I was like, sure. And by the way, I'm not bothered, but I thought it was funny. He goes to the third one, and I said, oh, I also have twisted teas. You could take one or the other. And he says, oh, great. And I think he misheard me. He just grabbed one soda can and one twisted tea. And I was like, oh, sure, yeah, just take them both.
Wait, was he the one who had the Sprite, the little thing of Sprite?
Yeah, he had a Sprite.
Oh, we were confused because we were all like wondering where the Sprite came from. We didn't know whose it was.
I think he got it from my fridge.
There was a random Sprite just sitting on the table, and I was like, "What the hell?"
From
Anyways,
my fridge. Next question.
I think the
what are
only
you choosing?
one is airplane trips at 9 p.m., packing for college, complete silence, desktop lamps in cute shapes, salt and pepper shakers. I don't know. This one calls to me. There's a certain neatness to it that I really enjoy.
Okay, well, I think that's kind of what you're supposed to do, like on vibes. So if that's that, then that's your vibe.
Oh, colors.
Oh, shoot, I didn't click next.
Milo, what if I were to ask you, what do you think your color is? Like,
For me,
just yeah, for you.
it's probably light blue or mint green. I'm on the come up for purple, but
Okay.
like purple gray is kind of opposite for me. It's like a bit lighter than that. So light blue or mint green, that's for me.
Mm, light blue or mint green. That one's good.
I feel
Ooh,
like
I
for
wanna.
you,
What's indigo?
I could indigo's like that color, you know?
Like that one color?
Yeah, indigo.
Mm.
It's like a.
Oh.
Oh, actually, you know what? Indigo of these would be my vibe. But I don't like navy blue, so no, we're gonna go with light blue or mint green.
You don't like navy blue?
Well, okay, actually, because when I think of navy blue, I'm thinking of like on pants. You know what? I'm going with this one, light or indigo navy blue.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was gonna go indigo navy blue as well.
Okay, well, do the same thing.
Okay. All right. Pick one singular word. I don't know what any of these mean.
Infinity for me.
It's just me looking up a bunch of words.
No, 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 no. It's like on vibes.
What
This is on
vibes?
vibes.
Okay, I'm going saffron.
Yeah. Okay.
There's this like royalness to saffron that I like.
Okay. Oh my God, it's a lot. I don't like when the questions are long or when the potential answers are long. But what sounds like the best future? Uh,
Mm. Ooh.
I'm gonna go with you have kids in a large family. I don't really think I need a large family, but the rest of it works. Kids are still young and sweet. You're surrounded with love, and you have a big family of aunts, uncles, and grandparents, and holidays filled with people. I'm up for those vibes. Actually, no. Even though, okay. Actually, no. Yeah, that's definitely the best future, but I will say living in an apartment with 3 close friends is also a vibe because I did like that vibe more recently. It's just, I don't know if that's the best future. That's just kind of like an immediate would be fun for now future.
Off. Oh, kind of like on the question. What are your thoughts on having kids?
Um, who needs them?
Who needs them? Get rid of all of
Get
them.
rid of them. No, they're good. They're cool. They're chill. I like kids.
Only if they're chill like that.
Only if they're chill like that. I like kids that are chill like that. It's fun. It's like caretaking. Obviously not easy, but I do see the rewarding aspects of it. And I would probably be someone who'd be more open-minded with going into like starting family, having kids. However, I do understand that like more recently with our generation, it's also such a vibe to just not have them, or at least have them so much later.
Mm-hmm.
There's just too much to do, too much to see, and it's like, I don't know. It's like it's not really a race, other than biological reasons, depending on your
Yeah.
age, of course. But like, I definitely see both sides. So for that reason, if I were to have any, it's not going to be immediately, and I try to push it back as much as possible while also being like within reason. Like if you have kids too late too, then you have kids and you're like, I don't know, old and like having back problems. And it's like, how are you going to do that?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely see what you're coming from. There's that like thing where it's like, no, it's not okay to have kids right now because it's expensive and you got stuff to do. But I think like it kind of ties into my view of death of like I have done enough with my life that I feel content to kind of move forward
Already?
in that sense. Yeah, I feel like I've done a decent amount. I mean, I've done a lot of like volunteer work. I've done a lot of like community stuff. I've, traveled the world. Not that there is way more out there to do, but I think if I were to die tomorrow, I'd be okay with it. In terms of like one of the biggest things that people say all the time is like, well, if like live your life to the fullest because you never know where you're gonna die. And I have done that enough for me to be like, if I die tomorrow, I'm not gonna live with any regrets on any decisions that I made.
So are you saying that if you found the right person, like, recently, would you be willing to start a family within a year?
I would, but here's the thing. My career is currently very important to me because I I have very ambitious goals for my career. So my thing would be like, give me a few years and we'll get there. But I definitely do 100% want to have kids. I want to, like, growing up, I did not have like, the picture perfect family. I grew up in my parents' job. Um, and if it wasn't my parents' job, it was at the daycare, at the school. So it was like not ideal.
Yeah.
And a lot of it was just like, I wish I could give, or my goal is to give my kids and the future of the world something better than what I got. And I'm very grateful of what I got because it turned me to the person that I am today. But I hope for better. I think that's like what
That's
I'm.
on vibes.
Yeah.
On vibes.
Currently, well, paying office job at the big city with a comfortable apartment or adorable pet. During your time off, you visit museums or have park picnics with a few friends. Something very well mannered and like relaxed.
So that's what you chose?
That's what I chose. That's what I chose.
Okay, we're gonna
My
go
current vibe.
We're gonna go forward. Oh, ooh. Wait, what is AO3?
I don't know. I saw it last time.
Oh, is this? Oh, okay, okay.
What is it?
I feel like, um, Sydney's gonna laugh if she hears this. That's
Is
like
it
the,
like Wattpad?
yeah, it's like, where you get fan
Oh
fiction stuff.
God! Wait, now I'm curious.
Yeah, it's the fan fiction site. One of them.
Wikipedia, Snapchat, YouTube. Choosing Snapchat is crazy.
I like Snapchat on Vibes. I feel like Vibes is the word for it today. No, but like, I kind of get it, but also at the same time, it's so like, I feel like if you're using it a lot right now, it's a bit like, I don't know, bro. Go use Instagram. I don't know. That's my take.
Yeah. You know what? I think I'm split between Tumblr and YouTube.
Yeah.
I think Tumblr has like a unhingedness that I really enjoy. It's a gaggle of people who are both, really smart and one of the dumbest people who would create the dumbest sequences of words that'll make you question your existence.
I just like seeing funny Tumblr posts on TikTok or
I know.
Instagram. So I
They're
do
so
get it.
funny.
Yeah.
But YouTube has so much. I think it has a life to it that I really enjoy too.
It does, but it's probably just me. But I think right now I only I only watch 4 YouTubers that I can think of, and that's like truly all that I watch. Like, and even of those 4, only 2 of them am I watching every single upload, and the rest of them are like very like inconsistent. I would have said 5, but Mr. Beast is up in the air for me mentally now, given all the everything. So I don't even know how to think about it. So I'm not even. I don't know. But of those other ones, yeah, go on.
If you could I essentially promote or shout out a YouTuber you enjoy, what would it be, or who would it be?
I mean, I do like. I've been listening to Oni Plays, which is the channel that within the group, one of the people in it is Zach Hadel. Zach Hadel, the guy from Smiling Friends, the one who voices Charlie and like half the characters on that show. So they just like play games and do podcast kind of stuff. Well, not podcast, but they just talk. But the vibes are always good. So I'd recommend that if you like Smiling Friends. Sometimes like just him being in the room is practically the same exact thing. Yeah, on Vibes, that one's good. Also podcast, but outside. But I feel like I've talked to you about that one before.
That's a good one. I feel like since they record their episodes, I feel like I have to watch it.
Podcast, but outside?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you should check it out because it's like it is recorded. It's on Vibes and in pub. I'm gonna stop saying that. um, it's in public, and you're just kind of like they're just hearing from random people. And that's kind of like the dream, I think, like being able to do that, kind of just like giving people a voice and just hearing what they have to say, and then kind of like making a living income out of that. Like that's pretty cool. I actually in what was it, like May, I saw them live with Sydney, and it was great. It was really cool. It was really cool, and they're funny.
Oh,
They're funny, and what they do for the live shows is so they have their shows like, and let's say somewhere busy like Hollywood, and then one of the people in the group, like the camera guy, he walks out recording himself, goes out into like the local establishments that are within walking distance, and he asks random people if they want to join the live show, but he doesn't tell them what they're coming in for. He says it's like a private interview. And so anyways, he just like finds people and he just walks them in, and the whole crowd like claps and cheers, and then they're just like within a crowd of like 50 people, and then
wow.
they're just like kind of, yeah, they're kind of center stage at the right there, and everyone can, well, not everyone, the host asks them questions and they talk about however much they want. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It was great to see it live.
That's actually sick. That is really cool. I didn't know. I had no idea you went to go see them live.
Yeah, let's go. In the recent, one of the recent live show podcast episodes they posted, you can hear my laugh a couple times because there's only like 50 people in the room.
Oh my god! Wait, I'm gonna look for that now.
Yeah, you can check it out. I'll send you the episode because it was also like amazing. Like the random people they got that day, like 3 of them happened to know each other. It was kind of funny.
Really,
how that
that's
happened.
so funny.
Yeah, and then
I
they.
think
Mm-hmm.
on the same vibes, I actually started listening to Therapy Gecko.
Oh, that's a
Um,
good one.
Have you heard it?
Yeah, I've seen his stuff on TikTok, but explain
Yeah.
what it is.
Therapy Gecko. It's a guy who dresses up in a therapy or a gecko outfit, not a therapy outfit,
Uh-huh.
and essentially receives calls from like viewers or just random people, and then they just talk about their problems. And the reason I started was because I was listening to another podcast, and they said that one of their favorite podcasts was Therapy Gecko because he's just such a good listener. And I was like, that is interesting. I'm going to kind of look for that. And I you can tell automatically, like he's just there for the people. He's just sitting there and listening to what they have to say, and like being genuinely intrigued and asking more questions. And it's really good. Really
Yeah.
recommend it.
That's cool. Yeah, I definitely just see the highlights on TikTok, but that's one that I wanted to check out too. I've heard some like funny stories that come up with it, the random episodes. But yeah, that one's a good one. You know what's also another good one? Have you seen recess therapy on your TikTok?
Is it the guy who like talks to the kids?
Yeah, it's the guy who talks to the kids. I think he
I
like
context.
he's the one that yeah. No, but he's the one that made the corn kid famous.
Oh, really?
I think it was the corn kid. One of those
Let me
kids.
see.
But yeah, it's actually like very similar to Podcast But Outside, and in fact they did a collab episode once. But he goes to like he described like the process how it's not creepy. Like he'll go to like a park and set up a little booth, and then like he has like someone with him who will like pull aside like parents who are kind of like there at the parks, and just ask them like, oh, like, is it okay if we like talk to your kid and we want to post this on YouTube? It's really fun. We just like see what their lives are about and stuff like that. And it's just really adorable. And sometimes some kids say a lot of like private stuff, and it's really funny. It's really funny.
And some kids, I feel like sometimes kids say the most like profound thing, and then go back to like eating Play-Doh. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
exactly. That's literally it. It's so good.
I love kids. I always have a hard time watching
Don't say
videos
that.
of kids because I'm like, no. But like, I if I watch like videos of like kids interacting with their parents, I'm like, oh my god, the joy of being a parent.
Yeah.
Goes back to me wanting kids. But we'll see over time.
We'll see, maybe.
One thing I've been seeing a lot on YouTube recently like nonstop is spilling the milk is the name of the YouTube channel, and they just watch movies and make jokes. And I don't know, I've been watching a lot of movies lately. Like it's the only content I've been consuming outside of YouTube, and they're really funny. They make a lot of jokes.
A
The
lot of
format,
movies.
they watch a lot of movies. They watch a lot of shows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then they like have like snippets of their jokes. Um, but what I like about it is that the format is you have one of the guys, it's a group of three guys, one of the guys who has seen what they're watching and is like introducing it to them. And the other two are kind of just reacting to it. So it's really interesting. It's kind of like nonsensical just watching it in the background. And it also kind of gives you like a short intro or like a short synopsis of whatever show or movie they're watching without actually having to spend an hour and a half watching it. But yeah.
Nice. That's cool. Speaking of, what have you seen any good movies recently?
Oh, I actually had an argument with one of my good friends. I'm gonna shout her out because I don't think she's gonna ever watch this. Destiny.
Okay.
Because I had to like talk to her. I checked in with her one day and I was like, "Oh, what have you been doing? Like, what'd you do today?" And she was like, "Oh, I watched Alien, the new Alien movie."
I was gonna mention because I did go watch the movie with her.
Yeah, and you watched it with her?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
that we went to go see it the other day.
You know, it's funny. That's the day that I went to go hang out with your sister.
That is true. And you guys
She
saw Sabrina Carpenter? No, you didn't see her.
We did not see Sabrina Carpenter. It was sad. But we'll talk about it like down the line. But she was like, "Oh yeah, it was fine," and I was like, I was like, "Okay, that's fine, I guess." So then I went to go see it myself. It was not just fine. I will argue it is the best horror movie of 2024 that I've seen so far.
I'm interested in that she said that because when we watched it, she said that she liked it. She said it was good. I think it's probably more so just in replaying the thought. She was kind of like, "Oh, it's a movie," but she really liked it when we saw it.
Like, I mean, let's look at the stuff that they came out so far. The only one that I think was like kind of notable was like Immaculate, with Sydney Sweetie and Longlegs. That got a lot of like.
Did you see Longlegs yet?
I did not yet,
I want
but
I want to see that one. I think people were upset because they expected a gore fest, and it's just a thriller, which is fine. Thrillers can be scary, but that one I want to see before I would say make the claim that it's the best horror movie. But I did really like it, so right there, like personally, it's up there. But I would need to see more to know for sure.
yeah.
Have you
And
seen the?
like,
Mhm.
I saw Tarot with Destiny, and I wasn't a fan of it. I wish they would have done more with it. I think it felt kind of uncreative and uninspired, and it was disappointing.
Interesting. I haven't heard about this one.
It's the I forgot. Avantika something. I forgot
Oh, they
what-
got Jacob. They got the CEO of Sex in that movie.
the CEO of what?
The guy, the Spider-Man guy.
The Spider-Man guy.
He's the CEO.
I don't know. But anyways, yeah, that's speaking of movies. Yeah, that's honest. Alien. Okay. 100%. What I liked about Alien, cinematography, absolutely amazing.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Almost all the shots were so like cinematic. Like I would create them into like my background for everything if I could. Like it was so good, so beautiful.
'Cause it's all practical.
Yeah.
It's
And
all
then the
real.
suspense, really, really good. I was genuinely scared, but I think
Yeah.
it's also because like I let my guard down. Because with like most horror movies, you expect it to be scary, so your guard is up. You're expecting it, and you're looking for things. With Alien, it's like, oh, it's an alien movie. I'm not gonna expect anything scary, and like, boom, jump scare.
I
Like
mean,
that.
what do you mean? The first films were scary.
I didn't see any of the other ones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, but they're horror movies for sure. Horror that sometimes leaning more on the thriller. But yeah, no,
You know,
it's
definitely liked it. And then I think the story wise, I enjoyed it. One of our friends, Michael, I went to go see with him, and he was like, the dialogue was good and funny, and I was like, oh, I didn't notice the dialogue that much.
It was actually good too. The dialogue was good. It didn't need to be anything more than snappy and fun because they're like it's
Yeah.
a young cast that's like doing little quips at each other. But it wasn't cheesy because it was like simple comments. But I don't
Mhm.
know. It was everything was good about it. My favorite part was and I won't spoil it, but I will say that at the beginning of the movie,
I was gonna say
there
you could just put a spoiler warning and then a timestamp. But...
no, I won't spoil it. This is just like a plot thing. It's just that there is some sort of like mechanic where the gravity gets kind of wonky in the ship or something like that.
Yeah.
And I won't explain where I'm going with that, but the point is that they mentioned something like that early on, and I'm like, this is a really interesting thing. I hope they do something with it. And they definitely did. They did quite a few things with it that were very creative, and I think the film stands out as a horror movie because I think a good horror thriller film takes advantage of just like messed up situations. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Like putting someone in an awkward situation that's not ridiculous, because you can't have some crazy like thing fall from the sky. You know, like it needs to make sense given the situation. So make a sensible situation and then make the character have to get out of this situation in like ways that it's like, oh, maybe if I was in it, I could have thought of that, but it's still very creative.
yes.
I think that's part of what makes the thrill and horror of the film so good,
Mm,
because it's I don't know, it's like legit. It's not like just like mindless jump scares and stuff like that.
yeah. And my friend and I were doing research. Well, more my friend, but we were doing research on like the Alien like series and how it works. And props to the creator of the whole story because of how intricate the anatomy and physiology of the aliens. Like
Yeah,
they're so intricate and so specific, and the universe has set rules and like set functions, and the characters have to work around those set rules, and like you're learning with the characters about how these aliens work, and it's just so interesting. Like we were looking at it and we were talking about like the idea of the perfect specimen, as they say in the movie, and it's just really cool. I can talk forever about like our long conversations about how like um how to like attack the idea of the perfect specimen and what makes like aliens specifically so perfect, and
yeah,
how that translates into their overall goal of making humans a similar way. It's just so good, so good, so good.
yeah. But yeah, I would recommend it. I remember going into it, I heard some people saying it's great, and some people were like ranking it with the other Alien films in the franchise, and they're like, oh, this is like at the bottom of the list. And I'm like, I haven't even seen the movie, but let's be real. Some of those older movies didn't even do good when they came out. There's no way you're saying all this. So yeah, I mean, I should do my research. I've only seen the
Yeah.
first one. But I can have confidence in saying that, yeah, I liked it and I would recommend it. It's good.
It made me intrigued to watch the other like alien movies.
Well, the
Yeah,
first two are baller, for sure.
mm-hmm.
I mean, I know from experience with the first one and what I've heard about the second one, but after that, it's up to you. Also, the video game is supposed to be great, and the film.
I did hear that, but Michael was the one who told me. Was like, yeah, the video game is really good, and they made a lot of references to the video game and like the older series.
They did.
And I was like, wow.
There's a scenario in the game that's even like something one of the characters has to go through too. It's pretty cool. But
Man.
yeah, I think we've stepped aside a bit too much. I think we might need to answer this question.
No, I don't mind the stepping aside.
Oh no, I
think
actually love it. I'm just saying for this one,
Yeah.
I think we can move on to the next question.
But yes, YouTube,
YouTube.
YouTube.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Instagram, just because I'm very TikTok brain rot right now, and I think that's adjacent. So yeah, that I feel confident in that decision. And we got animals. Oh, there's some good ones. Oh, there's some good ones.
Oh,
Yeah, you see these
I don't
options?
know. I'm split between three answers.
I'm gonna say I do think cats are great, but when you also get the choice of axolotls and pandas, I think I'm a little conflicted.
I was going snakes and little roly-poly bugs.
Okay, little rollies, don't they last like a month?
Yeah, but they're so cute and fun to play with, and you see them crawling around. I used to collect them as a kid.
What would you do with them?
I would just have them. My mom actually would get mad at me because the two bugs I would always collect are, or yeah, two bugs and a honorable mention, but snails and roly polies. And then my dad was like, "Don't get snails because they kill plants." And then he taught me how to murder snails, and ever since then I stopped collecting snails. But then I transitioned into like roly polies, and roly polies are fun. Those are little thingies that roll up and they turn into a ball, and you let them loose, and then they go dee 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 dee.
Oh my
Um,
god. On
what?
average, these things, they on average they'll probably die within 1 to 2 days. But actually no. Sometimes they die within 1 to 2 days, but on average they live for 1.5 to 5 years.
Oh my god.
That's actually like resilient for those little guys.
Yeah, especially. I mean, the ones that I probably collected did not survive that long.
Wow. And it says they molt. What does it mean to molt? What does it mean when molt? They just molt their skin off.
Oh,
Okay, so they like shed, kinda.
freaky little bugs.
They're freaky. Okay. So moving on to this question. I'm gonna say an axolotl. Because they're iconic.
I think I might say snakes.
Damn. You're
like
weird for
snakes.
that one.
I love dangerous animals. And I told this to my parents when I got my cat. I think the potential of my pet having my pet having the potential to kill me, but choosing not to, is really cool to me, because it goes to show that bond between you and your pet. And that's why I like cats, because cats, they don't just go with anybody. They specifically choose certain people to go with. I have one of my cats named Luna. Love her so much. She hates everybody. She doesn't like anybody, and she hides every time. But the only person she likes is me and my mom. And if it's between me and my mom, she goes to me. And I
do
really
get
like
that.
that.
Though. I get that.
Yeah. Anyways, next question about a song.
Yeah.
Resume.
Okay.
Wait, I might have to look up one of these songs.
I don't. Oh, I'll just go with Bohemian Rhapsody. I already know I'm gonna. That's of all these songs here, that's gonna be the move. It's not gonna be Taylor Swift. Not gonna be Miley Cyrus. I don't. Do you know Snow Patrol?
Actually, I have heard this song. It's you. If you hear it, you know it. It's oh fuck. I'll just look up the lyrics. Oh no, you wouldn't even recognize it. It's the people know it as the Grey's Anatomy song.
I don't even know.
Oh my god, you Grey's Anatomy fans understand.
I wouldn't know.
Is it? I think it is. Oh, it is during a really sad moment. Yeah, no. The Climb, so good. Have you heard it?
I feel like I have.
You bro. Oh, I don't know. I'm split between You Belong With Me and Teenagers.
No.
What do you mean no?
No Taylor Swift.
No Taylor Swift? It makes me want to choose Taylor Swift.
Do it then.
No, I'll do teenagers. Nothing fits my vibe more than like punk rock.
Okay, before we move on to from the movie discussion too much, I'm gonna say this again. I think people need to see the movie Trap, and I know
Trap.
it's gonna get you upset.
Don't even get me started. No, no.
I don't even know if you want to get into it, but people should see the movie Trap. If you don't know what it
We can
is,
give people context as to how we both feel about Trap.
okay, so it's M. Night Shyamalan's recent film about like there's like a serial killer who's in the audience of a concert, and the location was swarmed with police officers, so he can't leave because they're gonna check everyone, and that's it. That's the film. In my opinion, it's already positioned as something that's like intense but not necessarily a horror, and that is true because that's not what the film is. It's not a horror film. John is bothered by it because M. Night Shyamalan misses, and that's like literally like a fact that is true. He's missed with the last like 5 films he's made, but I like this one. That's
So
my take.
there's a specific reason why I don't think it hits.
By the way, he hadn't
Um,
seen the movie.
Okay, I'd be willing to watch it just to say that I don't like it, but I'm afraid of the like bias. So, like, I'm gonna pick it apart, which will already not be good for like a movie watching experience.
I
But
think
I'd
you
watch
just need
it.
to watch it, not expecting anything crazy, and it's a fun ride. I had fun with it.
Okay, so here's my thing. I have a thing where if a movie is claiming to be a comedy, I'm expecting to laugh. If a movie is claiming to be a horror movie, I'm expecting it to be like a horror. I think Trap falls under like the thriller like genre. I looked it up right now. It's apparently a horror movie. It's supposed to be a horror movie. And I
I
think
wouldn't
that
go
was
with the Google
intention.
rating. I would not go with the Google
I
rating.
guess, right? Okay, horror thriller, whatever. What Milo is, what I say is that because the movie takes itself seriously.
Okay.
as
No.
being
Hold up.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Because it takes itself seriously as being a horror thriller movie, or specifically a thriller, since we're going on like words, right? If it claims to be a thriller movie, and it doesn't hit that like spot exactly, then I'm gonna be like, all right, I don't think it's a good movie.
Actually,
think
I
it's a
will
good.
say this. On Rotten Tomatoes, and this is what I agree with more, because this is actually like genre agreed upon by viewers. It is listed as a mystery thriller, and that's what
It's
I
a
think is
mystery
important.
thriller.
Yeah, that's an important distinction,
Okay.
because mystery
Mystery
is to
thriller.
be taken a bit less seriously in terms of
Um,
intensity.
I think mystery, if anything, makes it more serious.
In terms of intensity, it's not supposed to be
Okay,
like.
but the seriousness of the situation is what I'm trying to get at, right? It's supposed to be played with a straight face. And if I'm watching the movie with a straight face and I see like, well, the dialogue is kind of stupid and like the plot's kind of dumb and overall it's not fun to watch, then that's but like at face value without labels, if I watched it and I'm like, oh, I I don't know if this is like, I don't know, it's just confusing. That's why I'm like big on like labels, because if you say that it's a horror movie, I expect it to be a scary movie.
I think you don't need to worry about a label. You just worry about what is going on in the story, and if that interests you, you watch it. I think that's all that matters.
Yeah, I also heard the dialogue was not the greatest.
I mean,
I don't know.
it's cheesy. It just like is.
So I don't know, cheesy dialogue always gets a bad rep. In all other movies, I'm gonna keep having that same ideology. If it doesn't, like, I watched another horror movie a while ago. I think it's called It's a Wonderful Knife. Let's see if it's. I need to double check. It is called It's a Wonderful Knife. It is a really good horror movie, but it is also comedy, because from the start it doesn't take the premise seriously. So it tells you like, oh, this is supposed to be semi cheesy, and the jokes are also kind of played in that same sense. The horror aspect isn't like, even though it's labeled as a horror movie, it's not really like a horror movie. Like, it's not supposed to be scary. Its focus is on the story and the dialogue, or the story and the comedy of it. There is some serious moments, but I think it's still a lot better. If you want to watch a better movie than Trap, watch It's a Wonderful Knife.
Well, again, I didn't say it was the best movie ever. I just said it's an enjoyable one worth watching right now.
I don't think it's worth watching. I'd rather
You have not seen the movie.
You'd be better off watching It's a Wonderful Knife. It has Joe McHale. It has a gay story. Who doesn't want a gay story? I just don't want to give more money to M. Night Shyamalan. I hate Avatar, and I just don't. Oh, not only that, Old. Don't like Old either.
Oh, but that's the thing. Old is a dog trash movie, and it like is widely agreed on because it's bad.
I don't know. He's missed so much. I'm not willing to give him a second.
Okay, then don't. But I'm just saying it's
It's
fun.
it's also a really big ad for daughter's singing career. I don't know. It feels weird for me to watch that. I don't support it.
Okay, I will say, as much as I thought that was weird, I actually think she kind of hits, so it kind of works out.
In that movie?
Yeah, she hits. Like, I actually like went back and listened and added like 3 of her songs. Not bad. Not bad. I would say if she was trashy, that'd be kind of lame. But like, she will probably get attention from this. And yes, it's maybe a bit nepo, but what artist at this point isn't nepo? And I think really what matters is talent, and she's got it. She's got it. She's pretty good.
Okay. I don't want to dismiss her for her father's crimes against humanity.
Okay.
So I'll give her the benefit of the doubt, but not her father.
Okay.
His father will forever pay for his crimes.
I think we can agree with that then.
Okay.
We're gonna go on to the next one. Okay. What homework do you need to do right now?
Nothing. I have no missing assignments. Perfect. Because I'm perfect, asshole. Literally everything I've heard, anything since September. Ooh. I have my film homework that I have to do right now.
And what kind of work is that? Is it DBQ?
I think it might be DBQ. But
I actually don't remember what a DBQ is.
I was about to look it up.
I remember learning and never applying DBQ to anything.
Document-based question. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely a DBQ. What the fuck?
Okay, I'm gonna say, because even though I don't have homework right now, I would go with
missing assignments.
Probably an English essay. And the thing that's interesting is I feel like I'm most efficient with writing. I'm really good at it, but I procrastinate heavy because there's something about like sitting down and writing that's really weird for me. Like, I actually enjoy the process.
Yeah.
But I think like sitting down and telling myself I'm gonna write this for the next 2-3 hours, for whatever reason, is daunting. Even though I know I'm gonna enjoy it, because I do enjoy it, like, for some reason.
I do want to. I think I've mentioned this to you before, but I want to say it here. I'd like to thank Milo for making me a better writer, and more specifically, a more conscious writer. I feel like when people are writing essays, they're not paying attention to exactly what they're saying and how they're saying it and the order that they're saying it. And I think having Milo help me out with my English assignments, he has made me a better writer in that same sense.
Thanks. Yeah, I think John's like a very eloquent speaker, so I think being able to put that into writing was definitely something that I was like, yeah, you got stuff to say.
But I just had such a hard time saying it on paper.
Yeah, and that makes sense. I feel like I'm sometimes the other way around. Like, I can write a damn good text, but like sometimes, depending on the scenario, I kind of like choke and like maybe like repeat what I'm saying a bit. I'm a bit redundant, but yeah, that's just me.
On that note, I joined speech and debate.
Yay!
So that'll be what's gonna be taking up a lot of my time, and I'm so excited for it.
You did that in
Like
high
Milo
school, right?
said, I didn't. I did mock trial in high
Oh, you,
school.
some kind of
Yeah,
similar, kind of adjacent.
yeah. But like Milo said, I'd like to also think that I'm pretty good at my speaking ability. Um, like I can go in front of a crowd of people and kind of bullshit my way through inspiring as many people as possible, but I want to kind of use that in a sense, and I want to kind of push myself. I think
I think you can.
writing wise, because I think like I took a speech class last semester, and it's actually why I'm doing speech speech and debate this semester, is because last semester my professor was like, you have a lot of experience, you know what you're doing, hey, would you be interested in joining speech and debate? And I was like, I thought about it, but I thought that they had like finished because I talked to somebody else about it. And she was like, no, actually I'll introduce you to the speech and debate professor. And he was like so excited to meet me, and he was like, oh my god, meet with me, apply to this class, because technically you have to apply to a class, and I'll see you next fall. Perfect. So problem, we had a scheduling conflict, we got it fixed, all of the pieces fell in perfect spot, and now I'm doing speech and debate. Really excited about it. I like the previous English and speech classes that I've taken have definitely made me more aware of how I write and how I speak, but now I've kind of plateaued in a sense um where my speaking ability and my writing ability are kind of on par, and I want to perfect that, and I also want to kind of push myself and my unique point of views. And I also have a specific category called impromptu speaking. Essentially they give you a topic, and in 5 minutes you have to create a speech that I think is like a minute long, and which is not that much time if you really think about it. And whoever has the best speech wins, and that's what my goal is. We'll see. I'm so excited.
All right, yeah. But yeah, I think next one. Should we go to the next one?
Yeah, next one. Next one.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. So, this one is um, pretty things. And we
Ooh.
have constellations, falling leaves, bakeries, sparkly lip gloss, silver jewelry, and pride parades.
I as soon as I saw constellations, I immediately knew I was
You're going for that.
going for constellations.
I might
I
go for
love the
bakeries.
stars.
Yeah, stars are great.
Have you been camping, or like have you seen stars?
Not camping, but I have been to like some retreats, and like it was like out like past the city. So yes, I've seen the stars.
Oh, they're so beautiful.
It's a vibe.
I used to want to be an astrologist, and then I realized that most science work does not make money.
Yeah.
But now looking back, like I can tell myself, like, hey, go back to doing science stuff. Like, even though you don't make a lot of money, you'll make enough. You'll have fun at school.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's worth it. But yeah, do you want to move on to the next one? The last one?
Yes. And that last one, I'm excited.
Oh my god. Your excitement was not necessary.
What? Oh my god.
Okay, we don't even have to do it. We're done.
Well, Chanel, I want to say something.
This
Ooh,
okay,
ooh,
it says tell me literally anything, but it's not gonna affect the score
ooh,
or what you
ooh. PP.
get. Oh god.
Milo's a loser.
John, this is not appropriate.
PP hashtag big booty.
Okay. You're done.
Men.
You're done.
Next. Watch it analyze my text.
Okay, so what genre did you get?
History. Oh, actually, that's a good one.
I can see that for you.
Yeah. Well, it was 23% history, 25% math.
And I got science, which is not, well, I don't know. I think I like psychology, so it's like potentially adjacent.
Milo, you want to trade?
I don't like
And
history.
the heck?
I still think that history is not, um, okay, like basic history when you're younger, yes, but not like something that needs to be stressed that much with our education. Like, I understand history repeats itself. I understand we should be educated in the manner, but there are certain things where it's like, I don't know, we're learning too much about our country's conception. Some of it doesn't even matter unless I cared. That's my take.
Yeah. What? Real quick before I kind of go on a tangent. What is the time looking like?
Oh yeah, we're actually like coming up at like stopping, like literally
Oh,
now
okay.
even. We're pretty good.
Okay. So real quick then.
Our
I
last
gotta,
story.
I got an announcement to make.
Okay, go ahead.
I got a beef with history majors out there.
Oh,
I've met a few different history majors. All of them give you a bad rep. I don't know. I need to meet better history majors. Or go to a place with better history majors. But the history majors at my school are not doing it. I don't know. I've the history majors I've met have not been able to talk about history with the same intensity that I have. And I'm not even a history major.
we're not on the same page.
Hmm?
I'm just messing around.
Oh, sorry. But yeah, I don't know. I got beef with history majors. Um, maybe somebody might prove me wrong and humble me, but my opinion, it seems kind of easy. It's just
I
a
would not
continuous
say
process
history.
of.
I would not say history is easy because then like certain things like dates matter, and it's like that's crazy.
Well, so here I talked to my history professor, and he says that the hardest part about history is being able to understand the influence and context of whatever you are reading about and applying it to other situations. And that is what he taught us to do. Coincidentally enough, the people who struggled the most were the history majors. And I was just like, maybe history is just not for you. And I even there's another individual that I've met that I'm not a fan of. He is a history major, and I've asked him questions, and he hasn't been able to answer my questions. Once again, with the same intensity that I would expect a history major to be able to answer those questions. And the crazy part is he wants to be a professor. Maybe over time he might get better, but I don't know. History majors have a bad rep in my book, and I hope that changes. But as of now, that's my feelings on the matter.
Interesting. Well,
Yeah.
I wonder if anyone else thinks the same thing.
I don't know. Maybe.
That listens, that is.
I also, one thing that I like about the description that I got was you're good at memorizing dates and you're obsessed with Hamilton in the 7th grade. I was in fact obsessed with Hamilton in the 7th grade.
Oh, okay. I do remember that kind of. Well, you telling me that.
Yeah, because Jack's Films, I don't know if anybody knows him, but Jack's Films made a parody of Alexander Hamilton because his wife was really into Alexander Hamilton, and there was it was essentially, they did a video together and he cut it out, but then he released like the full raw footage, and it was just her singing Alexander Hamilton, and I was like, what is this? And I looked it up, and it put me down the rabbit hole.
Crazy. Go watch Alexander Hamilton in theaters now.
In theaters, on live, you can go see it. Actually, it is actually going on right now. Hamilton at the Pantages.
Oh, that's true.
My mom wanted to buy tickets, but they're like $300.
Go watch the show for free now.
No, not for free.
Anyways.
But it is Hamilton at the Pantages. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Oh, I can buy tickets right now.
Do that.
What?
Right now.
Buy tickets.
I think we'll wrap up the podcast right there as John gets his ticket.
They're like a few hundred. Oh wait, no, the cheapest tickets are $130.
Get it now. Tickets now.
tickets now. They're
Buy
going actually
now.
kind of fast. But yeah, watch Hamilton. Watch Alien Romulus.
Watch
Watch
Trap.
Trap.
Watch Trap.
Yeah, watch Trap. I don't discriminate here. I respect Milo's opinion.
Watch it.
Yeah,
And
watch
prove
it.
John wrong.
Don't prove me wrong.